everybody, it is Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes, and can you check out the massive amount of packages I have in front of me? These are all the completed packages that are about ready to get shipped out to all the amazing people that were part of my Christmas card swap, my 2020 Christmas card swap. So if you are interested in joining in any of my future swaps, including next year's amazing Christmas card swap, a link to the Facebook group is down below. So how do I do these swaps? Because this is like crazy, right? So this next little bit of the video is showing you how I put it all together. It is a ton of fun, how I organize the cards, how I process them, how I sort them all out, and then finally how I ship them all out. It is a ton of fun. And with all the leftover cards that we did not use because some people donated or made extra cards, they're getting sent to the troops overseas. So everybody's gonna get to enjoy. All right, I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna show you how I do this whole swap.
So I went out to my P.O. box about once a week. Sometimes my daughter came with me, sometimes I went by myself, and one week we had a ton of packages. It was like the week of packages. It was amazing. We brought them home, we sorted them all out, made sure that they had return envelopes and all the cards were in there, double checked the counts, and then we started sorting them on the bed. We put them in piles of 10 and 20. It just made it easier for when I was trying to put them all into the packages, which you will see here shortly, and we just evenly sorted them all out, so that way there was not the same card in every stack. And my daughter ended up helping me with that too, which was super awesome.
So when the packages first came in to me, I opened them up and my daughter and I counted all the cards that were inside and we wrote a little number about how many were on here. I've just covered up so that way you guys don't divulge any personal information of all the wonderful people in my swap's addresses. Everybody sent me a self-address, so this has got her personal address, and I also loved it when everybody also put a return address up there. It could also be the same address, which was awesome. And then I set this aside, and so what I'm doing now is that this one is for Carrie. So I go on the back of every card and I pulled 20 because she had 20 cards sent to me, and I just make sure, so I do ask that everybody has their card name written on the back side, because this is how I make sure you guys don't get your cards back. So I go back and I look, okay, do I look for Carrie? And unfortunately some people didn't write them, so I'm just gonna do my best guess, and hopefully that wasn't hers, but I do remember that we had quite a few from Carrie, and I remember seeing hers on the back of some. And then I start laying them out. So since there is 20, we are gonna do 5 sets of 4. Got my 5 sets of 4, and I do make sure that I put one of my cards in, and I just personally, here's the card I made, I personally just handwrite. I need to get myself a stamp, I just haven't done that yet. And so then I go through, and I know I have 20 cards here because there's 4 across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across by 4 high, so that makes 20. And then I just do a double check. Are any cards in this set the same? And I don't see a single replica. And the ones I look for are the ones I definitely know that we've had a lot come in from that particular type. So for instance, this one right here that's got the Christmas tree with the Merry Christmas, one of our lovely swappers, she sent 50 of that exact same card, maybe different colors, but I don't want to repeat that. So I make sure everybody gets one of her cards because she made such amazing ones. And then the other ones, like there's a few that were like this, I only see one. So I just kind of do a double check after looking at them, the no repeated cards. Then I put everything back together. This is just me, and if you ever were gonna try and do a swap, I also have a spreadsheet that everybody's been filling in. And so I know this one is for Carrie Dixon, so I'm gonna find her name on here. And here she is, and just to double check, yep, 20 cards. So not only did I write it on the envelope, but I also have it written on here. So now I've crossed her off as, hey, I've done it. And because it is Christmas, and I absolutely love it, every time I do swaps, I always put a little thank you note into their cards and a fun little present from my stash. Sometimes they're gently used, sometimes they're brand new. I get to work with so many amazing companies, and I love being able to pass them forward. And since I'm already mailing something off to people, I tend to pop a few extra things inside their packages. Now, every now and then I get an extra baggie. Some people send all their cards in baggies, and sometimes they don't. I think just to protect them, just with the rain, with the snow and everything, especially this time of year, if I have extra baggies left over and they didn't give me one to pop in, then I will pop all the items in the baggie just to make a little extra safe. If you sent your baggies, I try my best to send them back if you're in part of a swap. Pop everything in the envelope, and then I seal it up My daughter's favorite part is actually pulling off the label on that, and then she loves to help me finish it. And then I have so many wonderful stickers from lots of the companies I've worked with that I just pop a little sticker just right there. I'm gonna put it right there. That's how I do the swaps. Now I just gotta do 59 more because we had 60 people in this swap. Everybody sent anywhere between 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 cards. This happened to be a 20 card swap, so I gotta do a whole lot more. I'm thankful I have this amazing new beautiful desk where I can lay them all out and see what's there. And I'm gonna show you what all the packages are looking like, how many I have to send back once I get them all finished. All right, more packages to pack. So, oh my goodness, here are all the packages done, ready to mail back to everybody who is part of the swap. We had over 60 people with this amazing card swap for our Christmas card swap for 2020, and I could not be happier with packaging, getting it organized, putting in a fun little goodie, a little note, and then getting it back to all the people in the swap. So they're heading out tomorrow, and I am so excited to get these back to you. Now, we had a few extra cards because I made a few extra, so everybody got one of my cards, and we had a couple people donate their Christmas cards. So what we're gonna do, and we are going to send these cards off to the troops. So we're gonna personalize the cards and say thank you so much for your service and Merry Christmas. They may not get it by Christmas, but they will definitely appreciate it. And then we're gonna send it off to the troops, specifically to a unit that's in Kuwait that my husband is affiliated with. So all those extra cards from the swap will go to an amazing use. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are interested in joining in on my massive swaps that I host, I do them about 4 or 5 times a year. The Christmas one is the biggest one, I will have to say. Join in. The Facebook link is down in the information section for you to join my group and also my swap. And the next one is coming up in a couple of months in the end of February, March timeframe. And I believe the vote is birthday cards. So check out the Facebook group if you're interested, and I will see you guys again later. Bye, everybody.